and get off not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 shots. Barely missing ending Donald Trump's life by a literal inch and killing at least one peaceful supporter in the process. I apologize for none of it. None of it. For 10 years, that man was 20 years old. That assassin was 20 years old. That means for 10 years, half his life, his entire semi-adult life, his entire formative years, from 8 years. 8 years ago in 2016, that kid was 12 years old. Trump started campaigning the year before 2015. That kid was 11 years old. So from the time that kid was 11, he had heard from all of the people he's supposed to believe in, the authorities, that Trump was Hitler. Literally Hitler. A fascist. A threat to democracy. A demon walking the earth. It's going to end our republic. Half his life, he's heard this rhetoric. Of course he was going to do something about it. Of course there's countless others like him willing to trade their lives to stop this evil because you and they have convinced an entire generation of vulnerable people that only you guys are the good guys. Everybody else is evil. There's good and there's bad. You can't disagree. It has nothing to do with philosophical differences. It has nothing to do with intellectual disagreement. No, it comes down to good versus evil. Be on the right side of history, they say. While they lock you down, while your business goes bankrupt, and they eat at $1,000 French laundry restaurants. Well, you have to follow their rules that they don't follow. While their people march through the streets, riot, loot, nothing happens to them. Mostly peaceful, we're told by their media. Of course they were going to do something. Probably thought he'd get away with it too. He was on the side of the good guys. Nothing happens to Democrats. It's only the other guys who get in trouble. It's the other guys, the evil guys, who the law comes after, who are the victims of lawfare, who get 34 felonies. You shoot. Matter of fact, maybe he thought his manifesto would be hidden from the public, just as the Nashville shooters was, because it doesn't fit the Democrat narrative. So yes, I apologize to you that you have not seen the light yet. I apologize to you that you still support an organization hell-bent on ripping this country apart at the seams by race, by gender, by sexuality, by religion. They have tried everything they possibly can to divide us. They have incited violence every step of the way, and they have the gall to sit here and say, how dare you use such divisive language? Remember, all cops are bastards? Remember, defund the police? Remember, Black Lives Matter? I remember all that. I remember one of the things being said about cops during that time. I'll believe there are good cops when they start arresting the bad ones. Powerful message. I'll believe there are good Democrats when they start arresting the bad ones. This is Gerard Michels. This is Gerard versus Evil. I'm fired up. I'm fired up. I'm fired up because I'm seeing people finally coming out of the closet. Famous people finally coming out of the closet, feeling empowered by the image of a bloodied former president taking a shot to the head. It only grazed him. Remarkable people think that this is a false flag. And listen, I respect it. Question everything. I'm not going to be one of these guys that says, "Oh, no, there's no way. There's no way that was orchestrated." Maybe it was. If Trump's way, remember, he's already leading in all of the polls. If his way to secure the presidency was to trust a 20-year-old sniper in windy open air conditions to clip his ear and not his eye, wow. Hell of a play. Hell of a play. I don't think I'm trusting that. I think I'd probably figure out other ways, you know, if I was going to do some sort of false flag or something like that. I think I'd try something other than, you know, a high-powered rifle from 150 yards away in open-air windy conditions. That seems a little high risk if you're going to false flag it. But, hey, maybe. Who knows these days? Maybe. Amanda Seales, the genius that she is, the white-hating Amanda Seales. It's always the light-skinned ones who hate the whites the most, isn't it? Though it's always the ones that are like 95% white, like Amanda Seales, who needs to be so loud so she can be like, "See, guys, I really am one of the black ones. Please, Kendrick, can I be like us?" So pathetic. Amanda Seales is a pathetic excuse. Least funny human being. She's a comedian. Oh, you done got me fucked up. Wow. The genius of it all. We all shudder at the genius of the comics coming out of LA, especially the women. We all just don't know how we could ever aspire to such intellectual excellence as you done got me fucked up. Mm-hmm. Remarkable. Give that girl another special. Give her a 3-movie deal. She deserves it. I'm fired up. With me today, we got Christian Perello back. You probably noticed that the audio is not fucked up. And Skyler's here. We have him in timeout for yesterday, folks. But we think we figured it out. Thank you for your patience. Love you guys. That's why we're doing this today, to make up for yesterday. Appreciate you. I know a lot of people, I've been getting nonstop DMs. All jokes aside, you guys think I'm being a little hard on people? You really do? Really? I think we should have been hard on them a while ago, and then it wouldn't have gotten to this point. I think that they have preyed upon our empathy. I think really bad people, narcissists, sociopathic narcissists, have figured out a loophole. They figured out that there's a glitch in the game, a cheat code, that they can get everything they want by pretending that they are advocating for the greater good. They think that, you know, all they want is a higher paying job. So their way of doing it is saying, we need to make racism. Next thing you know, Trump's detail, his social security, I keep saying, Trump's Secret Service detail is nothing but chubby white women. DEI. I can't believe that. Did you see one of the women was actually ducking, hiding behind the president, and another one couldn't even holster her gun? My God. If you're one of our enemies looking at this, you must be going like, so that's how they're doing things over there now, huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Crazy. Not a projection of strength. Mutually assured destruction is the number one rule of politics. If you're going to come at me, just know I'm going to destroy you. If you are a low-hanging fruit, you get picked. And as lucky as Trump was, oh boy, he better talk to Eric Prince and get some real private security going. He needs to get some bad motherfucker. He should talk to our boys, the Drinking Bros, talk to Dan Holloway, talk to Jared, talk to our boys over at Savage Sip, and say, hey, look, I need 6 men around, 6 warriors around me at all times. Praetorian Guard shit. Them chubby chicks were not up for the task. Not up for the task. How the hell are you going to have a team of chubby 5'5" white women protecting a man who is 6'3"? Sense on that? How are snipers looking out across the crowd at the only rooftop? The sight lines to where this man was going to be speaking, and there was nobody on the rooftop. The drones didn't pick it up. The snipers didn't see him crawling across the rooftop. And then if you believe the reports, one of the snipers had him in his sight and was requesting permission to execute, and he didn't get it until after shots were fired. Ooh, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Something just happened with my mic. Christian, make sure I'm getting the comments as they're coming in. Huh? Volume. I wonder if this is a restream issue, man, because in my volume sounds good. I'm sure in our producer's ears the volume sounds good, but it's very clear, unless this is like some Reddit thing and you guys are just fucking with us every single time. Because when I do the playback, the volume sounds fine too, but you know, I don't know. We'll try to juice it up a little bit. Thank you for the feedback, guys. I don't think my rhetoric's too harsh. I think we've been too soft. We allowed our empathy to be weaponized. People said it's not right. We need to make the ills of the past right. And we, the working class, I'd say my mic went out. Why'd my mic go out, buddy? Now, we, the working class, we don't know what's going on. Oh, man. Well, just keep talking. Hope for the best. Where guy with me? Skylar, sit down. That Me Too happened. Maybe it's not a bad thing. Black Lives Mattered happened. Maybe it's not a bad thing. There's a lot of people that felt it obviously spoke to people in a way, right? There's obviously a reason why these things in our body politic that they did. Now, from the outside looking in for me, it was very obvious Marxist bullshit from the beginning. But and if you, it's like school, political different than going to magic school. It's like once you know the tricks, you're like, oh, there's a mirror. So I see things in ways that the normal person isn't seeing. The normal person just says, man, black guys are getting killed by cops. This is messed up. I want that to stop happening. And they don't realize what's extremist ideologies are being Trojan horsed into these social movements. You're from a very superficial lens. And I don't mean that condescendingly. You're seeing something and you're like, I'm into that. Black Lives Matter. They sure do. But when you look at it from a 10,000 foot, when you zoom out, you see, wow, what did they really want? They wanted a lot of money. And they got a lot of money. What did they do? What did they give back to their community? And I think that that's the time now why it's okay to start being a little more demonstrative in our opinions as well. Because these people have had control for 4 years. Trump was there for 2 years, 4 years. But 2 of those years, Democrats controlled the House. Pelosi ripping up Trump's State of the Union. That's not inciting violence. It's not being radical. And then you had 8 years of Obama before that. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Who were the 8 years before Obama? George W. Bush. Well, everybody's like, well, that's a Republican. But who's supporting now? The Bushes, the Cheney, the war machine. So when we look at it, when we really look at it, since Bill Clinton, in the year 2000, when George Bush took over under very, very shady circumstances, a lot of people don't remember Florida. His own brother was governor. A lot of the things that we accuse Democrats of doing now, because they are doing now, Bush, the son of the CIA director, the son of the president, George W. Bush, son of H.W., they did it first. And now they're on the same team. Isn't that odd? Isn't it odd that in the most politically divided time, in the last 150 years, 2000s Republicans find themselves on the same team as 2020 Democrats? Isn't that weird? Does nobody else find that strange? All I keep hearing about is we're more divided than ever. Yet Bush, Cheney, Bill Kristol, the Lincoln Project, they're all Team Biden. The Uni-party is very real, folks. And if you look at it through that lens, there have been 2 years, in the last 24, that the Uni-party was not in total control. And they did not like it. They did not like Trump's 4 years of no war. They did not like Trump pulling us out of the World Health Organization. They did not like Trump pulling us out of the Paris Accords. They did not like Trump threatening NATO to pay their bills. That's hundreds of billions of dollars they've been able to count on for 25 years. Now they can start to feel it slipping away a little bit. Because the rest of us Americans, we learn slow here in America, but we learn. And we give people a lot of grace. We say, it's not that bad. Stop complaining. That's a big American thing. That's one of the things I love about America. Stop complaining. Get to work. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Yeah, things are expensive. Things have always been expensive. But then they keep getting expensive, and they keep getting expensive. And then even the tough guys have to say, wait a minute. Groceries are how much money, and we're spending how much in Ukraine? We got $200,000 to paint rainbows in our crosswalks, but I just hit a pothole that ruined my transmission. It doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem logical. We're spending how much money on a pier in Gaza that lasted 3 days? But gas is $4. We're eliminating debt for Democrats. Let's just call it what it is. They eliminated debt for Democrats. Student loan repayment went to people who owed $35,000 in student loans and worked for the government. Those are all Democrats. They paid off their own people. So the plumber, the trucker, the electrician, the financial advisor, people that get up every day and been grinding their ass off to pay their bills, now have to pay the bills for these mooches on top of it. Yeah. People are gonna feel a certain type of way about that. So we learn slow, but we learn. And now it's time. Enough. For 5 years, really, since Obama's second term, when he made a deal with the devil with the socialists and brought them in as a coalition government. Nobody ever knew who Bernie Sanders was before 2011. 2012 looked like Romney might slip in, stopping Obama's second term. Obama makes a deal with the far left. Justice Democrats is born, and they realize far left candidates can't beat right-wing candidates in centrist areas. People don't like extremists. But in heavy Democrat areas, you can run to the left of the left. You can go further left in places where the left always wins. And then the squad is born. AOC is born. The Somalian congresswoman speaks Somalian at her rallies. Ilhan Omar married her brother. She's born. Because you can run to the left in these crazy far left areas. Deep inner cities. Places Republicans just concede. They won't go. Baltimore. Kim Klacik did a good job there, though. Almost. And now, so for 10 years, 12 years, but really 4 years. 4 years for sure. They brag, rightfully so, they brag that this Biden administration has been the gayest, the blackest, the most female of all time. We find ourselves with 100-year inflation, 2 never-ending wars, at least, a crisis at the border where more than 1 million people a month undocumented coming through, illegal, just coming through, when we can't afford what we have right now. People that fight for our country, people that work for 30 years are getting $1,200 a month on Social Security, and it's running out. But we can pay 5-star hotels for 8 months, 50 grand. Give illegals $2,000, $2,200 a month. We can do that.
I got some comments here.
Good.
So we got Uncle Stavros coming in with a $10 donation saying, put this towards your producer's severance package.
Thank you, Uncle Stavros.
I think we fixed the issues, though. You guys can tell me in the chat. Then we have Tommy Setner saying, Pelosi showed the world how much hate she had for Trump. Anything goes. Their deadly rules roll on.
Tom knows. Tom was deep in politics.
And then we got Arkansas Hillbilly. Reports of Secret Service sniper arrest by FBI and fired. He is posting on X Twitter that he was ordered not to take shot, but did anyway.
Really? Wait. Don't brush over that. Read that one again. Can we verify that?
Reports of Secret Service sniper arrested by FBI and fired. He is posting on X Twitter that he was ordered not to take shot, but did anyway. Can anyone verify this?
Wow. What's his name? What's it saying? Yeah, let's get after that.
Let's take a look at that. And then we got Tommy Setner saying it's all about the money.
100%. And it's not a little bit of money. Tommy's right. Listen, Tom, for people that don't know, Tom Setner's got an incredible story. He's been in and around some of the dirtiest Northeast New Jersey politics, Newark, New Jersey. I mean, he was around in the days of the $30,000 hammers and Sharp James. If anybody would know, Tommy would know. But it is all about the money. And if we learned that from Biden, 10% from the big guy. It's remarkable how cheap these guys are. A $10 million deal with China, 10% for the big guy. Joe Biden is willing to sell you out for $1 million. $1 million. The vice president of the United States is willing to sell you out to our biggest enemies. $1 million, guys. You can't get a kicker on the Green Bay Packers for $1 million. But you can get the vice president of the United States. Guys, this is what it's about. And we gave these people, more importantly, here's the thing. You can be as loud as you want to be loud. You can be as rude as you want to be rude, because we gave these people 5 years. 5 years. We felt so bad about what they were saying. They weaponized our empathy. They weaponized the best parts of us. And we shut up and we said, okay, here, take it. You run the place. And for 5 years, what is better today? What is better? They've destroyed everything they've touched. They've only made their lives better. They've given money to them. They've enriched themselves. They don't give a damn about this country. They don't give a damn about us. And it's enough. Enough is enough. Okay? All of you whiny victim leftists, it's over. The age of the nerd has ended. You hear me? You blue-haired commie honkies, you lazy slacktivist blacktivists, you freaking Roy G. Biv losers, go sit in the corner, shut your mouths, and think about what you've done. The rest of us out here in the real world, the working class men and women of all races, all colors, all genders, and all sexual orientations, We'll have to put this thing back together. We'll have to fix what you destroyed before we can even get this ship righted. I want Javier Milei afuera. I want it gone. I want the IRS gone. I want the Fed gone. I want the CIA gone. I want the FBI gone. DEA gone. ATF gone. Only 3 letters we should have is USA. The rest of them, go. NSA, gone. Homeland Security, gone. The Cold War is over. We don't need to be engaging in regime changes across the world. We don't need to have trillion-dollar never-ending wars. We don't need our lives being spent, the hours of our lives being spent killing people we will never meet in places we will never go. Enough. Enough. We have seen the world you want, and we do not want it. And I don't want to hear this both sides bullshit. Yeah, most Republicans, 90% of Republicans are useless. It's a Uni-party, but they are not in control. They are spineless. They are controlled opposition. So yeah, I get it. The globalists are the real issue. I get it, believe me. But right now, that's a tomorrow issue. A today issue is we have to get this regime out of office. We have to get people in there that are going to make real change. Otherwise, we don't stand a chance. This cannot be continued. Our country and our culture cannot be allowed to continue in this direction.
Couple more comments here.
Go for it.
Arkansas Hillbilly saying World News Report Today is the name of the YouTuber. Never seen him report fake news, but this is just too far if real. And then we got Luke himself saying this is why you were the best host on the PBD podcast. 100, 100, 100.
Thank you, Luke. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for tuning in to Gerard versus Evil. Love you guys, I really do, and I appreciate your patience with all our technical difficulties. We're doing the best we can. We're an independent shop, guys. We're an independent shop. We're just 3 dudes who care, man. We're 3 dudes who care. We care about what's happening in our country. We don't want you to feel gaslit. We don't want you to feel alone. We're working through this stuff together. I don't have all the answers. All I can do is tell you the way I see it. And the way I see it is, enough is enough. We have to make a change. And I love how many people are stepping up. Sauce Gardner, Roger Clemens, Houston Street, Des Bryant, people you would never believe, Uriah Hall, black, white, from different parts of the country, all coming out. Bob Papa, like people coming out and saying, no, I support President Trump. Elon Musk, President Trump has my 100% endorsement. Would have never happened 4 years ago. Alex Berenson, lifelong Democrat, New York Times writer. They've gone after Trump with lawfare. They've tried to sue him. They've tried to bankrupt him. They've tried to jail him, and now they've tried to kill him. I'm starting to think Donald Trump might not be the threat to democracy they're telling me he is. Something to consider. Something to consider. I got to tell you, you guys have been watching me for a long time. I am no Trump sycophant. You'll never see me wearing a MAGA hat. You'll never see me wearing a MAGA shirt. You know, I go back to the Roger Stone interview that we did. I was very tough on Trump. But I'll tell you, tough son bitch. He's got my respect, if nothing else. Tough son of a gun. You know how easy it would be for him to just throw his hands up and be like, man, I'm going to chill in Mar-a-Lago with my $1 billion and my, 7th European wife. I'm chilling. Playing golf. I don't need this crap. But no, man. That dude wants the smoke. That dude wants all the smoke. Bankrupt me. Come and get it. We'll see who bankrupts who. Lawfare. Okay, sure. We'll see. I got lawyers too. Try to shoot me? Hey, yo, listen here, bae. You come at the king. You best not miss. He wants the smoke. He's tough. This dude gets shot in the head. He doesn't get up and run. He gets up and goes, fight! Fight! Bleeding out, looking out to his people, going, fight! Powerful moment. Powerful moment in the history of our country right there. Makes you believe, man, maybe we can win this thing. Maybe we can stop this evil. What else can they do to him? What else can they do to him? They tried to bankrupt him. They tried to put him in jail. First, they tried a character assassination. He's a racist. He's this. He grabs women. Character assassination. Didn't work. All right, let's go after his money. Try to bankrupt him. Right? Your house is only worth $18 million, even though every other house around it's worth $200, $300 million. Your house is worth $18 million. We're gonna arrest you and sue you for $500 million for paying back a loan that you took out. He didn't not pay the loan. I don't know if people know that. What they did is they sued him for paying back the loan. The bank agreed to the loan. It was not a federal. It wasn't a federal loan. It wasn't like he lied on his application for student loans like you all do. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank said it the best. He's like, this is unbelievable. What Donald Trump did is what every developer in every city across the globe does. They overinflate their assets. It's on the bank to say yes or no. And then he paid the loan back, and they sued him anyway. Guys, this is corrupt on a level I don't think people are really able to comprehend. I don't think people are truly. I think one of the things that the Biden administration in particular, but Democrats as a whole, have done for at least 20 years now is they have been so insanely corrupt that their people can't even believe it. They think when we're telling them that they're like, oh, there's just no way. You guys, you crazy right-wing conspiracy theorists. Like when you tell people that Obama weaponized the IRS to go after Republican groups like the Tea Party, which you don't hear about anymore because he destroyed them. They go, no, they didn't. Obama had a scandalous presidency. A scandalous presidency because he owned the media. I remember it clear as day. I was just a young pup fledgling in the comedy game back then. And I was like, man, the media has a left-wing bias, and comedians would be like, no, it doesn't. Mike, you just a crazy blah, blah, blah. What you white guys think every time somebody disagrees with you, there's left-wing bias, blah, 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 you know, and then they keep talking, and eventually we get to the world has a left-wing bias, okay? The world, you just don't get it. You're stupid, and that's why you're in the suburbs like an idiot. I mean, you're not a progressive. Hilarious people. That's why you know all their names. Go ahead. I'm waiting on you, Chris.
People won't understand. This is Luke himself again. People won't understand how bad things are until it's in hindsight after we've returned to some normalcy.
I don't think they'll even believe it, man. They won't believe it. Obama had a scandalous presidency. Fast and Furious. He sold guns to the cartels that then used those guns to human traffic and traffic drugs back across our border. Cool. Eric Holder. Everything that that's happening right now with our Department of Justice, you can thank Eric Holder 10 years ago. He got rid of everybody that didn't agree, that wasn't incredibly ideologically aligned with far left politics. Obama said, in fairness, he did say that his goal was to fundamentally transform America. What we now know that means is Soviet-style membership has its perks politics. Put all the money in the hands of the government, Obamacare. You want these grants? Where are your donations going? You want this contract? Where are your donations going? Oh, you want a job at the government? Who do you vote for? There are FBI agents who have had their security clearances. Again, Google everything I'm saying if you think I'm wrong. There are FBI agents that have had their security clearances revoked for being Republican. That's cool. It's only, I don't know, half the country. But the other guys are the threat to democracy. It's the other guys that are the fascists. By the way, Obama was caught. That's not a conspiracy theory. The IRS had to apologize and pay back, I don't know, Christian could probably look it up. I think it was something incredibly low, like 10 million or something like that, to these people that they harassed and targeted politically. They weaponized the IRS. Now they've weaponized the justice system. All of Trump's lawyers, not just Trump. And the media is captured. They don't report on it. Rudy Giuliani, lawyers in Maricopa County. There's too many to name. I think it's over 100 people that have questioned the integrity of the 2020 election have faced criminal charges and have been sued. Lawfare, guys. Lawfare. So they've tried to attack, they've tried to assassinate his character. They've tried to bankrupt him. They've tried to imprison him. And now they've tried to kill him. And he's still fighting. He's still standing. Tough guy. Bull moose. And I hope he gets in, man, and he doesn't change. Oh, man, I hope he gets in and the swamp doesn't get to him. I hope he doesn't cut a deal. I hope he gets in and he remembers all this and why he did it and he hollows them out. We need Javier Milei. Afuera. We need what Vivek Ramaswamy has been talking about. Day one, 50% of the federal government. Day one, 50% of the federal government. Thank you for your service. You're fired. Day one. That's how we begin to heal. Right there. That's how we begin to heal. We need those people. Elon Musk fired 80% of Twitter. It works better now than ever. The left is a grift. They don't work. They don't add anything. They destroy. They subtract. DEI. Fire every single one of them. All they've done is make things worse. Planes did not fall out of the sky before DEI. Boeing was an unbelievable 5-star company for 100 years. DEI comes in, they can't get a plane off the fucking ground. End it. End it all. Enough. We gave you guys a chance. Gave you a chance. And you made everything worse. Sit in the corner, shut your mouth, and think about what you did. The rest of us will take it from here. And when we've got it good and we've righted this ship, we'll let you come out with your Molotov cocktails and your fucking Marxist ideologies and your fucking narcissistic tendencies and go ahead. Go destroy everything again. Because that's what we do, right? Once we make things good, it's like we want everybody. Come on in. Yeah, come on. Hey, come on in. Nah, it's a party. We love everybody. Do they? Do they? I'm going to ask a very serious question. It's going to get me canceled. Have you ever thought a black progressive was trying to make your life better? You personally, you watching this, you listening. When you hear a gay politician, do you think, wow, that person's really trying to make my life better? You hear a progressive female, does it feel like, man, she really wants to help this single father at 3? Or is it just them and their people, quote unquote, their little tribes? They want you to have to give your money to them so that they can redistribute it to their people. The fucking mafia. They are the mafia. They want their vig. You didn't build that, Hillary Clinton. You didn't build that.
I got Luke himself back here again. It seems like they took over the biggest NGOs so that they could push their ideology in media, etc., using government funding.
That's the whole reason why they exist. Christian, look up real quick, and then we're going to get out of here. Look up real quick how much money, so we can understand why this is happening. How much money did we take out when Trump left the WHO? How much money did that cost the WHO? I want to say it was something nuts, like $25 billion or something like that. This is where it really comes down to. Trump left the Paris Accords. Oh my God, climate. Trump's withdrawal of the Paris Agreement impacted other countries by reducing its financial aid to Green Climate Fund. The termination of the $3 billion U.S. funding ultimately impacted climate change research and decreased society's chance of reaching the Paris Agreement goals. What was the goals of the Paris Agreement? Well, we just want global communism. You know, we just want to end American sovereignty. We want to turn the whole world Europe, where there's 17 governments and nobody fucking works. 60% unemployment in Spain for people under the age of 40, I think. 70% in Greece. Yeah, let's do that. Yay. Putin's able to just fucking cripple all of Europe by turning off one gas pipe. Yay, let's do that. Let's be Europe. Yay. We'll play soccer all day and take naps and everything will end in a draw. It's going to be awesome. I fucking like America. I like the way we have it. I like that it's a little tough and rough. But it's, man, the ceiling's as high as you want it to go. I like that private jets exist. I'll probably never get to buy one. I like that it's out there for me. I like that I can chase after it. I don't want to be Europe. I don't want to be a house pet. Where the government comes in, how is your day? And I wag my tail, and then it fills up my bowl. Yay, my daily food. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, thank you, government. You want to go outside? Oh, government, can I go outside? Oh, yay. Now make sure you poop outside. Okay, I'll poop outside. It's good for compost. Yay. Climate. Come back inside, get a treat. As long as I don't say anything they don't like, as long as I don't start barking when they don't want me to bark, maybe they'll even let me keep my nuts. But how many of your house pets have been snipped? Does your dog get to fuck who he wants to fuck when he wants to fuck him? Does your dog get to eat what he wants to eat when he wants to eat it? Does your dog get to leave the yard when he good and well feels like it? Does he get to come in when he wants? No, he doesn't, does he? You love your dog. You would never let anything happen to your dog. As long as he listens to you, is obedient, never threatens you, never bites you, just sits there all fat and fluffy, docile and obedient. Oh, good boy. That's what they want you. They want you to be their fucking poodle. Is that what you're here for? Is that what you're on this earth for? To be some European bureaucrat's fucking poodle? To eat his cricket powder biscuits? Is that what you're on this earth for? Or are you here to fight?